Welcome to the Spotlight Series, live from the Cooksett Inn. This is Scott Nerney, our host. Today we have a return guest. You are leading. You know, they give awards at some shows when you're on so many times. Saturday Night Live does. We don't have those awards here, but we still welcome you back every time.
Absolutely.
Adam the Annihilator and The Dicksta.
We're here, baby.
Famously known for Red Tide Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Here to talk about your new promotion that's going on.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves first.
Go ahead, Annihilator.
So I grew up in a small town. No, I'm not going to do that.
This ain't the jerk, you know.
No, so I guess I'm an entertainer is the best way to put it, because I've been here for so many different things. But I would say we both are entertainers. We're filmmakers, entertainers, radio hosts, actors, directors. We do
produce shows, direct shows.
Yeah, we do everything, and I
everything
think,
that's fun we do.
Yeah, and I think we like to team up a lot because we have a good rapport with each other, a good back and forth. Also comedians, I would say. Let's tell a joke.
Nope.
So yeah,
they don't think it's funny. I'm screwed.
So no, yeah, we're just entertainers, and you've been at it for about 12 years, 13 years or so.
Yeah, maybe around there, 12, 13, 14 years.
We always explore different formats. Currently now it's radio, internet radio, and
but nothing's exclusive.
It's not,
you know what I mean? Because we could be here today and back in Las Vegas tomorrow, or back in South Carolina with another film, or Montreal, or wherever, San Diego, wherever we go.
We go where
the gigs are, that are fun.
Yeah.
We'll take. So we've thrown some out that were just.
Yeah. You never know.
It's not even really the money anymore. It's more having the fun of what we do. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We go where the wind. We go where the wind blows us, and it can't blow me.
And not only the wind, but it can't blow you anywhere. You're like a horse.
So yeah, that's my backstory.
That's your life story. Okay.
Yeah.
Your life story. Keep it quick, please.
Well, as far as what we do, my life story is we met up one day on Craigslist.
Yeah.
He was looking for an actor. So I called my daughter up, and I said, you know what, maybe I should try going, because I used to sing when I was a little kid in the school plays and all that stuff. So I kind of missed it after so many years, So one day I saw an advertisement on Craigslist, because I looked through this for the where the yard sales are and stuff like that. So and all of a sudden I see it was advertised looking for an actor to do some movie Sauced. So I said to my daughter, hey, get hold of this guy for me, will you? So she called him, and he says, yeah, we'll meet. We met up, and it's been uphill since.
We met on set. It was a college project. Actually, my teacher was supposed to be in it, and he dropped out, my own teacher. I was like, okay, so now what? So I just went on Craigslist. I'm like, I'll risk my life and meet a stranger on Craigslist. And then that's how it happened. And then the first time we get to his house, I went with a couple of people that lived next to me. And
in case he was going to roll you and take your money?
Oh, yeah.
I had no backup plan. If that happened, that's it. So I just kind of threw caution to the wind, and we go to his house. The garage door opens up. Elvis is playing. His radio at the time was all screwed up, and it was like really, really like distorted, and the garage door was opening. I'm like, this is it. And then everybody, there's a bunch of other actors there. Then I felt comfortable immediately once I saw everybody, and there's the dogs, and he was like, oh, have a drink or have this. I was like, okay. All right,
was it the dog? Like, if he has a dog,
the dog actually did
not a serial killer type.
Exactly.
No.
Well, the garage door and the slow Elvis music. I'm like, that is it for me.
I have 4 radios that are on all the time, and every one of them. There's 2 of them that have the same station. So if I'm in those 2 rooms, mostly, I leave them on, and then the other ones are like Elvis here and Aerosmith, 94 HJY over here. So it's always something playing in my head, So even when they shut them off, it's like there's always something playing in my head, So
so that's how,
anyhow.
So that's how it started.
That's how we met.
So we did that first project, and then since then we just kept going and going and going.
Local actors we had, and I ended up being kind of the producing with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I got into that part of it.
Yeah.
And then
well, someone's got to kep him straight.
Yeah.
Oh, who, him? Oh no, there's no straight there. But anyhow, we had a lot of fun doing the show. We got a load of places. We got a ton of people donating food, all that kind of stuff that you have to do for a film, right? So we said, let's do another one while we're at it. Let's do something. And I said to him, let's do a cooking show, Dicksta's Dishes. And he goes, oh yeah. So he started writing, because he does most of the writing and stuff. And we put it all down on paper, and we started doing some shows. Then besides that happened, then we had a call from John C. Reilly. We won some kind of contest. So anyway, we were at the Vista, the Vista Theater down in the outskirts of Los Angeles. And we ended up meeting all these people, Galifianakis, Bob Odenkirk, right up to him, the nicest guy in the world. And of course, I was up on stage with John C. Reilly. He was Dr. Brule at the time. That's how we won the can of horse meat. I wish we should have brought the horse meat. Why, did you eat it all? Well, anyway, well, you don't eat meat.
No, I don't.
Well, if they're not like that, you can't. But anyway, if you take a piece of lettuce and shape it, you can't leave it. But anyway, it was John C. Reilly. Galifianakis was behind us. There was a whole bunch of people. Anyway, I said to him, for the hell of it, I said, Will Ferrell was sitting on the other side. So I said to him, because he's sitting there with his hat like this, like
He's
nobody noticed him, right?
Reilly,
but him and John C. Reilly, of course, are like
Step
this. They do all their movies together. So I said to him, he says, hey, there's Ferrell. There's Will Ferrell. I said, go over there. What's going to hurt you? He says, get away, like a fly, right? But he went over there, and he put his hat down. He kept trying to talk to him, Finally, he got up and left, right? He went up, and he went across the back and left.
But then you have other guys
Huh?
No, we shouldn't be promoting that. Yes, but those other guys there, like Bob Odenkirk and stuff, were very, very receptive. And we were right in the front row. We were like in the VIP section because we won the contest of what did you learn from his show. So we made a video and we got flown out there because we won the contest. And it was John C. Reilly's show, and him and Will are good friends. But most of the guys there were like,
they were
awesome.
just in there to see the show,
And
but they
came
were
up
the
to us
most
saying,
wonderful people.
Like, they wanted to know why we were there.
Yeah.
And then we said, we won the contest. Like, you guys are the guys. I'm like, yeah.
But you didn't know that there was a separate contest to see who could drive Will Ferrell out of the theater.
Yes, and I won that.
Yeah, and that was him. And they wouldn't even, they were burning barrel in the back with all kinds of fire coming on. Yeah. Nobody invited us back there. I said, the bastards, cost us like $600 to fly out there. Yeah, we flew out there $600 later, and all we got was a can of horse meat.
Right.
That's the prize?
Huh?
It was.
That was
A
the
can of
prize,
horse
yeah.
meat's a
Well, that
prize?
was the trophy.
Yeah.
The trophy was a can of horse meat.
It's a
Still got it.
Yeah, it's a very strange. It's a very strange show. So
And it's a strange group, because that was Tim and Eric's
but
people.
The key is that it was validation, which
It was validation.
Yeah.
and as artists and I think actors and stuff with a fragile ego, or creators with at least I have a fragile ego. I don't think he does, but I'm like, I need that. So it was really cool to have that with all those people, be in that same room in the front row. I thought like that showed me that we had something.
Something, yeah.
And it was
Well, I thought we had something from Source anyway, but I mean, this evolved into it.
Yeah, but it takes time to really for everybody to realize what we're onto something, and I think that's kind of what segued us into the show. Now it took time over years, but
Something is nice, but horse meat is,
I know, and he ate it all.
I'm afraid to even open it. Because there could be a pair of balls in there. Who knows? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Especially if it says no horses have been harmed in the making of this horse.
Yeah, no horses been harmed. Yeah, but there were Rocky Mountain oysters with it.
Oh,
I ain't touching that.
I can't
I had
believe
one of them
that's
once.
a
It's
food.
gross.
You did? Ew.
I tried one at
Ew.
someplace in Providence. They had the
Ew.
Rocky Mountain oysters. I bit it and my balls hurt. You know what I mean? There's no way I could do that again. And I didn't, you know what? I kind of chewed on it like a second, like I thought it was going to be like bubble gum or something, right? I went like this.
Why would you think it's
and
bubble gum?
it was like more like a belt. No, I figured that when they cook it, when they cook octopus, it's all shitty. But when you eat it, it's delicious, right?
But the
You
real
think it's-
question is, after you ate it, are you like the squirrels eating the tomatoes in my yard where they bite into it like, oh, that's gross, and they go and try another one?
No, I spit it out, and the thing
You
that
didn't
killed me
try
was,
another
Sounds like a you problem.
here's the problem was I spit it out, but on the way home after we left there, there's still a hair in my tooth. Son of a bitch, they didn't get the whole thing out. Oh, it's like spitting a pubic hair when you're a kid. Oh,
Ew.
but anyway,
So,
This is why we keep him home.
yeah, let's talk a little bit about Red Tide Radio.
yes,
The reason we're here.
and here's the Annihilator.
Yeah. So pretty
Well,
much.
we progressed into this
Yeah.
because we do all kinds of stuff, and I was laid up for a couple of years with sepsis in my knee, and he had, he of course he's going to continue doing something, so he ended up getting a job doing something.
He was surfing Craigslist for more actors.
He was surfing Craigslist, and he ended up in a hotel in Warwick, and some guy grabbed a hold of him and he put him in a belt and stuff, and he was on the floor when they went and he hogtied.
Yeah.
And that's how you get the hat now and everything. You got it from the guy that got him in the bedroom,
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly.
and he
how
got the
it went
boots from
down.
the cop that came in.
Yeah. It was a fun night. No, but essentially, like going back to that story in LA with John C. Reilly and stuff, it was multiple trips out there and multiple projects and going all over the country doing other things like producing and acting and stuff. But we always knew that like the funniest
rapport
stuff,
we
the
had
stuff that
was
feels
between
the
the two of
best,
us.
it was always doing somebody else's project and somebody else where executing somebody else's vision, which of course we did and we did our best and it was a nice job and stuff. But that was never what, like, we knew what was going to sell was just us being us, because he knows me so well and I know him so well. So just like as you see here, like I'll lead him into a joke and then he'll just take the bait and go with it. And that's what we do on the show. So eventually we started the show and we know it like just feels right to do it. And it's like we're getting a lot of solid information out there. Like
when you get out there and you meet true friends. Nobody out there is your friend in Los
I haven't
Angeles.
met one yet, but
No, we have.
oh,
We have. Samir.
oh.
No, out there, I mean. Out in Los Angeles. Because
I don't
everybody
think
wants
he
your
got
money
the-
out there.
My,
You know?
my nephew lives out there, and he tries to write some scripts.
Oh, yeah.
He could be your friend.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, hey, I showed him today. So I get so many people throwing scripts this way, you know. But
Yeah.
we,
But he
You know,
writes
it
nice
feel-
ones. He's a good
Huh?
kid.
Oh.
He's a good kid. I'll hook you guys up.
All right.
oh yeah,
Sounds
absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
But
we have a lot of fun like that, you know.
what always felt right though is when we're doing what we do our we do little TikTok videos. We do the show, and it feels like right because we can whatever topic we delve into, and this one's very political, but also with comedy in there. And when we do it, we were like, okay, this is a good way to deliver our hot takes on what's going on in the world right now.
Because everybody's got their
Through
own vision
humor.
and
Through
their own
this
mind.
humor,
Right.
you know?
It's our humor in the show is what we do. Is because you gotta. One way is to attract people. You need something to attract them, right? So he does all this crazy shit on the computer, and all of a sudden you got something to look at, even right. Then you got a voice going back and forth now, and even just to go on a TikTok and see the headline with a quote, then you want to dig a little deeper. Then you listen to me and him. Then it comes out. We started with a half an hour show, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, almost an hour, but
It
in
was
between.
like an hour. Now we go 3 hours every Friday.
Now we go 3 hours, and people are calling in like constantly, and it's just we probably should go more than that, but we'll see what happens with the FCC, whatever it is. But anyway, we when we talk about stuff, we bring the humor in and pick on. We don't pick on something specifically, but if somebody throws something out there like
I want to make people.
I like JFK or John, whatever it is, the Junior, right, RFK Junior. Now we pick a few things out about him, but we make everything make kind of sense to people that aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We want people to.
And we do it our way. Like he's independent. I'm independent, Republican. He's independent. Both, you could, right?
I wouldn't even put a
independent
label on
and
myself. I don't
bisexual. So that's part of it.
Poor guy.
So anyway,
See, I'm always
we
the
have
butt
a
of the
lot of
joke.
people calling in and out. So
No, but we like to be very open-minded and have everybody call in from all different aspects.
some people call
and
you all
walks
kinds of
life.
names. But you know what? We're not doing that for people to get mad. We're just putting stuff out there for people to learn something. Because what we say, I do a lot of research, and he does a lot of research. And if somebody comes up with something, you know your phone's right there, the Wikipedia,
Sure.
Bing, or whatever you want.
Bing.
It better be
Nobody
right,
uses
because
Bing.
I'm gonna go right up your ass with it if it's not. Because they would go up mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to be right
Well,
on.
it's not like a national Republican or Democratic debate where you can't fact check. You guys could fact check right there.
Yeah,
Right there.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
We just talk right there. Listen, if you're gonna
But
come out with
also-
something, make sure it's right, because I'm gonna eat your whole right out.
I have to call
Not that
him.
one.
I have to call him out though. Nobody uses Bing, right? Do you use Bing?
No.
Nobody uses Bing.
You used Bing the other day.
Huh?
I'm
I
gonna
have
Bing it.
Yeah,
You
I'm
said.
kidding. It's a joke. Nobody uses Bing.
Well, I took it serious.
Hey, he just upgraded last year from his Commodore 64.
I got an Atari.
Well,
see,
there you go. Yeah.
But it's just a fun thing. And we're up to the 22nd episode this week. So we're
Yeah.
doing something right, you know?
Yeah.
And again, a ton of callers. People say,
And-
oh my God, I love it.
And you don't have to pay relatives to call in anymore.
Nope.
It's actually it's funny because it started that way. Except
Yeah.
we didn't pay them.
Yeah.
But it started that way. You text like, hey, call in, and now it's like you got a big variety.
We
of
got people from all over the country. Like I
place.
said, Sacramento, the guy called in.
Some got abducted by aliens. They called in,
And
they
he
had
really
an
did. This guy's
hour-long
story. Like
Yeah.
you see, I was talking. People call in. This guy had you so mesmerized that you couldn't even say that. I didn't want to make the guy feel bad because I thought he was a nut, and I did. And the way he was talking at the end, I looked at him and going, and he's like, he's got a hole in his
great.
head, is this and this and that, and he's got abducted. I said, yeah, all right.
It was great to hear him not talk for an hour, though. That was wonderful.
Oh, man, it was hilarious, though. And the guy said, there's things I wanted to ask him like this. He's talking about all the stuff that's falling off the trees, the pine needles, they're up to his legs, but yet they come out of the tent 10 feet away, other people walked out. Now, wouldn't they say, what's all this from? You know what I mean? But they didn't. There's a lot of little things.
Story.
But the guy's a nut anyway.
No, I didn't think so. I thought it was a legitimate story.
You do, though. That's how you are. Everything's real.
I'm more of a open-minded.
Everything's real.
I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a conspiracy.
He's still got the original Cabbage Patch doll in his trunk.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you do. I saw it the other day.
Cabbage Patch.
The Cabbage Patch you got in the trunk. Is that David's?
No.
Oh.
I never had
No,
a
he's got
Cabbage
the
Patch,
other
though.
one where you used to put the tapes in, you could talk to it, and it would talk.
Oh, yeah, Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
See, he knows what
I got
is.
that
I don't
one.
even know what that is. No, I'm more open-minded. I allow free thought. I love free thought.
Absolutely. I do too. I love free thought. But it's got to be right.
Yeah.
Don't put a narrative in somebody's head and make them mad that it wasn't true. You've got to be true. If you're a liar, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you put the show out on Spotify.
Yeah, there's
it's on Spotify. They picked us up.
Places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
iHeartRadio, Spotify.
We started with it was Ocean State Current, and we do it through Speaker Studios, and it goes through, and then we embed it into the website, and then from there we realize other people need it available quickly on the phone, so we go on Spotify and iHeartRadio, and it all connects to one system. So as soon as you put it there, it goes everywhere. So we want it to available to as many people as possible. Which is
so you're
what
on the same network as Taylor Swift, Garth Brooks.
Exactly.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
But
Elvis.
Elvis.
Yeah. Elvis. Yeah.
Yeah, he hates Elvis. Though.
I do Elvis impressions. I used to.
Stop.
Dead on, brother. Dead on. See this? This is the memorial thing. This is to me is like this is my Elvis, man. I hate it didn't come out too good today because of the humidity, but
Yeah, right.
I had my day of beauty yesterday.
What does that consist of?
Well, eating those berries to make my hair darker.
Yeah, he says he eats berries that keeps his hair.
My
jet
father
black.
goes, how the hell did you? He's 84. He goes, how the hell do you keep your hair so dark like that? All your brothers are all gray. Dad is Akita berries. He goes, Akita berry. What the hell is that? I said, these berries from South America.
Yeah.
He goes, no. He said, can you get me some? So I said to my mother, I said, Mom, should I get them? But what's the stuff in the? It's just for men, right?
What?
Just between us. It's just for men.
Just between us?
Yeah.
Even though this is
just
going all
between
over the
us.
state?
Shh. Just between
What
us.
if your father
It's
sees
just for men, right? Hey, once a month, you have the girl come in, clean you up. Look, you think I look like 35 for nothing?
35.
I look younger than you.
That's a stretch.
But anyway.
So berries will make your hair stay dark. Prunes will make everything else come out right.
Exactly.
I see your medical
The dark
history
ones
here.
will make him be regular.
We're going to fact check that.
My mother doesn't have to change his depends as
Bing.
much, but
We're gonna fact check that on Bing.
Yeah.
check that, Bing it, baby, Bing it. Bing! Ricochet rabbit.
So what
But
can we
anyhow.
expect? Like, what type of future do you see in Red Tide Radio?
We talked about it on the way here. We don't see anything. I love Red Tide Radio, but we get a call in an instant. Just say we're sitting here, and South America calls. South Carolina calls up and says, Dick, Adam, we need you to produce a show for us because we work for Mont Vista too. So what'll happen is we'll just get on a plane, go down there, we'll produce a show. He'll be the
I don't think,
project coordinator, and I'll be the producer. That's what we did.
I don't think Red Tide's ever gonna stop because I think we're getting such momentum.
It's getting so
right
big
now.
that we're just going to keep moving with it. I mean, if we go somewhere, we got the stuff to take
Yeah,
with
you
us.
could do it mobily and stuff. Like we've developed the technology and stuff that we can do it from anywhere really, which is cool that you can just take it
You
with
should,
you and
before
you
the
do
end of this
call-ins
year.
and stuff. The call-in system's really good too.
Yeah, we have a great system.
And so we go live 2 p.m. every Friday.
Every Friday.
Till about 5, and we have a call-in system that anybody can call in. But we also realize if we're remote, you can do the same thing. We can be co-hosts remotely as well.
Yeah.
So I think
Because sometimes he goes on a project somewhere, and I'm doing something somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the future is you never know. Because, I mean, I think politics...
Well, here's what's going to
things are
happen.
always
Spotify's
happening
going to
in
say, you guys are freaking hilarious. We love you. Joe Rogan, you're out. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
No, but I think what's going to happen...
Can we have his mic?
Yeah. Oh, we got to get those mics. Yeah. But I think
We get $50,000-$60,000 worth of cameras, but we need 2 good mics.
Yeah, we have pretty good mics, but
We got good mics, but not the kind you can talk over there. You can talk over like we do. We talk all over the place, but we want to talk right there.
Kind of like us. We have 363 people sitting there watching this.
Yep.
And you
Live
can't hear
show.
any of those people.
Yep.
A couple people at the bar because we pay them to talk extra loud, so it
Yep.
sounds like there's people around.
Absolutely.
But, this is what you need right here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Live mic.
We put these on, done.
But I think things are always going to be happening in the world. Like there's always going to be a political event. There's always going to be a debate. There's always going to be some kind of crazy stunt in going on in the world that there's always something to talk about. And every week I'm always like, oh, what are we going to talk about? I'm always kind of writing headlines throughout the week. Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. And I'm always like, sometimes like I'm like, this is kind of slow. And then like the day before there'll be, boom,
a headline of news.
So
what I do is I send him, because
about.
he likes to produce the whole thing. So what I do is I send him clips of this, clips of that, something I've heard from the Federalist or USA Today or whatever. I'll read all
National
kinds of
Enquirer.
stuff. I used to use that.
Right, yeah.
I used to do that.
We should start reporting on that.
I'll
go right into it.
You should go back.
He says, "What did you see that on CNN? What did you see that on MSNBC?" I said, "No, I saw it on Fox News, the Federalist." I do see some stuff on. I have to admit, on CNN, but.
No,
and I used to love
like
it when
Geraldo
Geraldo Rivera was on there.
Well, because one of our things is that you got to question the money. Where does the money come from?
Yeah.
And why are these people saying what they're saying? There's always motivation. It's always money. So if you follow that, then you can kind of think a little more open-mindedly.
That's what I always say, too.
So when we're trying to like report accurately on something, we look at everything. We do look at CNN. We do look at Fox. We do look at the Federalist. We look at everything. National Enquirer, we probably should look at.
You should go back about 10 or 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
Pull old issues of that, see what's on the cover, and see if
See
stories
if
like
true.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, I just found
That's a good idea.
That would still fly today if it so and so had a baby from Bat Boy, which was one of the big things that they ran forever.
Yep.
I know that's him.
I just bought. I like flea markets and shit, right? So I'm up in Los Angeles once. I don't know where you were at that time. I was with Rana Medica.
Yeah.
So we were up playing around out there, and she goes on a Sunday afternoon. She goes, "Dick, we went to the Rainbow Room with the whiskey. Have a drink here and there." She said, "What do you feel like doing?" I said, "Let's go yard sailing in Beverly Hills." Of course, they have no yard sales in Beverly Hills. They throw everything away, right? So we're going up through Beverly Hills, and I saw this box outside this guy's house, the old Johnny Carson house, But I guess everybody's throwing stuff out. So we're driving down the street. I said, "Come on, Radiga, just stop so I can look." She goes, "I found a lot of stuff up here." We could just go to the Goodwill up there, right next to her house, Santa Monica. I forget.
Really good, Will.
Huh?
Really good.
Will. Oh, it was good, Will. Will was good. He knows. But I stopped and I got a box. Believe it or not, I got a Johnny Carson coat. Just wait a minute. This is it. You believe this shit? Going into look. This is what I found in Beverly Hills in a box in the barrels. All right. This is killer. Now, can you see that? Can everybody see this? This is crazy. Wake me up, will you?
You woke me up.
Wow.
I tuned out until he went.
But anyhow, we had a lot of fun. And the thing is, everywhere you go out there with certain people that know who's who. Like we've been up to the, we had a party one time in Bell Canyon. I was talking about before with a bunch of people, right? And the houses are so big up there. They're 14 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, they're monster homes. All right. So anyway, the parties are great. It's all live music, drinking, orgy stuff, sex stuff, all kinds of stuff. What? Well, it is, honestly. But you never been in a different
room.
I guess so.
But anyway, there's 9 bedrooms and stuff, so anybody, you can pick a room. It's a lot of fun.
They still do LSD out there, right? That must be.
Yes.
No,
I guess that was in another room.
All there is drinking and a little bit of fentanyl. That's it.
Oh, great! Yeah,
perfect. I'm glad I was in the other room.
No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding, people. No, it's just a good time. But it's a lot of friends getting together. We meet each other's spouses and all that stuff. It's just a great old time.
Oh, before we wrap up, I have to go back to one of our first meetings. We talked about Linda Eldridge.
Oh yes, yes. That's a show I direct and I'm in. Is also he's in as well.
Certainly hasn't shown up on my wife's Dateline feed yet.
Right.
She hasn't been found.
She's missing. Yeah.
No.
Well,
we're closing in though. We're closing in.
This coming week we're shooting the finale of the episode, and we were going to find out where Linda finally is, and our characters, the police.
Who knows?
officers.
Who knows if it's true?
We're gonna find out.
I don't think so.
It'll be out probably in a couple months, probably October, November. We'll finally find out what happened.
Got to do it before Christmas,
Eldridge.
man.
We gotta find out what's happened to her. So yeah, that's another show that we do. But yeah, well, we'll be finding that out.
Did you see this part? That's out though, right? The part with the Santa Claus that I did.
Oh yeah.
I played Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But that's supposed to be in 1980, so we're not.
Well,
Many
it
years
was
ago.
1980. I was
Yeah.
about 10.
Yeah, 10. Yeah. Sorry.
So real quick, Red Tide Radio.
Yeah.
People can find it on iHeart, Spotify.
iHeart, Spotify, OceanStateCurrent.com. That's what we started on OceanStateCurrent.com/live. It's every Friday, and
it's available if people don't,
on their
if
podcast.
they aren't
If you
available
miss
on
it-
Friday.
If you miss it,
you
go
can
to
watch it back.
Yeah, you can watch it back. What's the address?
So Spotify, just go to Google. It depends on if you're on the podcasting app. So if you're just online, it's OceanStateCurrent.com/red/tide/radio. Then you have a whole archive of all the episodes. And you can watch it there, listen to it there, and then if you're on those podcasting apps, you go on.
Or you can go to TikTok and get some little excerpts
Yes.
to listen to that are little outtakes we do that are just
Yeah,
hilarious.
TikTok.com/@red.tide.radio, and we have we separate it by what we're talking about. Like if we're
It's
talking about
like
one
it's little
thing,
like 30-second things, maybe a minute, right? About a minute.
yeah, about a minute.
So, and when they come out, they're just hilarious.
Yeah.
So what we do is, you say something about it, like most people do, and then you just send it out and repost.
And our goal is to get bigger and bigger guests, which we're trying to go after the presidential candidates, all of them, and we're going to try to get them on our show as the weeks progress, because each week it's getting bigger and bigger and the audience is growing.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that word will spread through
It's
all
getting
of these
bigger
different
than
places.
I thought that we would actually
Yeah.
this fast.
Yeah, it has been quick, so that's the goal with
Awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
Guys,
That's
wish
it.
you a lot of luck.
Thank
Huh?
you.
The chair is always available.
Absolutely.
You're always welcome back.
Please keep two, because I don't want him sitting on my lap. It's constant.
Yeah, well, we try.
Oh
We
my
had to pull it
God.
out of storage today, but, we were glad to be able to do so.
No, we'll come back, man. When we're back in town.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic.
Oh,
Thanks a
yeah,
lot.
thank-
Hey, good meeting you.